Hi, everybody. I hope you're doing well. Hey, I wanted to take a moment and speak to you about a place called the Unwalled Village. Come on, that sounds poetic. It sounds so beautiful, right? And let me take a moment to explain what the Unwalled Village is. Recently, somebody who plays an absolute significant role in my life said that they saw something about me. And so I made an inquiry and I asked, what is it that you see about me? And they said that they had noticed that I am prone to ignore and to deflect, and that I have a tendency to avoid in order to fully confront things that are challenging or circumstances that are difficult to talk about. So, of course, I did what any mature, sensible person would do. I built a huge wall of denial and I avoided that person like the plague. And now I'm good. Radical love and kindness to everyone. No, I'm just kidding. No, like when somebody says something like that to you, you have to take inventory, right? You have to be able to look within, especially if you love that person and you know that they love you too, because they have your best interest in mind. And so you have to be able to look and ask yourself what needs to change, what needs to evolve, and what needs to transform. And honestly, I was a little lost. I didn't know where to start. So I started at the place where I often start, and it's a great place to start. I went to the Bible, and I found this beautiful passage of scripture. And it's a passage of scripture, and I'll give you the address so that you can look it up. But it's in the Old Testament. It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 38, verse 11. And it talks about going to this place where there is an unwalled village, basically a village without walls. And it talks about how in that place there is rest and there is safety. Now, I happen to know that you can't fully be at rest unless you're at peace, because if you're riddled with anxiety, you can't have full rest. So what that communicated to me was that when you learn to live a life that is void of walls, it will yield a life that is full of peace and full of safety. And if you think about it, that's what every relationship with anyone craves. Because if you feel safe around somebody, there's no anxiety. And if there's no anxiety, you can be fully at peace. And when you are fully at peace, you have just been given the freedom to be fully yourself. And the reason is because there's no walls to hide behind. There is nothing to guard. There is nothing to protect, because there's nothing to hide. And that level of vulnerability creates a safety that creates a bond, a relational bond between you and anyone that's really beautiful. So I would love to encourage you to live a life without walls, because what you're actually doing is you're living naked. And it's funner to live naked. But it takes a little courage because they see everything. So, you know what I mean. So yeah, let me just take a moment and encourage you to live a life that is void of walls, to live in the unwalled village, and to experience the full level of safety and peace, authenticity, and vulnerability that brings. Radical love and kindness to every one of you.